Bats, one of the most fascinating and beneficial mammals that we have in the state of Nebraska. Most people fear this mammal that flies through the air, but actually they're extremely beneficial in moths and mosquitoes, hundreds to thousands a night. Now we have 8 different types of bats found in the state of Nebraska. Most are secretive and small, we hardly ever see them. But there are 2 that get into homes across the state and are very common to be seen, especially in August and sometimes in the winter. Some people fear bats because they think they're blood-sucking. Well, none of the bats that live in Nebraska utilize blood as a food source. All our bats utilize insects, and flying insects. So you can't bait for them or anything like that because all they eat is live flying insects. When bats are in a room inside of a house, they're going to fly towards a wall or a window to get out. When they sense that wall is solid, they're going to dive and turn in somersault to make that turn. And because of the poor flight, they're going to have to dive to gather up speed in the middle of the room. That gives the impression that they're coming for your head or your hair, which is a fallacy. All they're doing is diving towards the middle of the room to gather up speed so they can continue their flight. So bats will not be after you, but just realize that when they're in a room, they're going to go towards the edge and then dive towards the center of the room to gather up speed to keep on flying to find an exit out of that room. So if you have a bat flying in your house or in your room, open the windows and doors. It'll eventually find its way out. If you find a bat in your home on a wall or on a curtain or on a windowsill, carefully from the side approach that bat with a large cup or glass, cover the bat, and then slowly slip a piece of cardboard against the wall and get the bat into the cup. Keep the piece of cardboard over the cup as you bring it outdoors, and then just place it on the ground, slip the piece of cardboard out, and the bat will be free to need where it needs to go. The best way to get the bats out of your attic is to have them out flying around. This usually happens at night after dark, and they usually fly for 2 or 3 hours. If you can caulk and screen up their entrances. Now their entrances could be as small as a ½ inch slat, so make sure you caulk up everything. Now because bats have small little teeth, you can caulk it with about anything. Even small screen or duct tape will stop a bat from getting into your attic. If you don't think all the bats are gone from the attic and it's during the day when you want to get them out, you can hang some netting over the slat, hang it about 1 foot below the slat. The bats will come out, hit the netting, drop below it, fly around, but when they come back to get back into your attic, they'll go directly to the top of the netting and hit the netting and not be able to get back into the attic. So that's a safe way and a sure way to make sure the bats are out of your attic before you caulk up the slats. Bat houses are very easy to build, especially the smaller ones. And actually a house this small will hold easily over 20 bats. As you can see, the entrance is down below. Here's how you would build one. All you need to do is get some 1 by 12. You can use rough cedar, pine. If you use pine, rough it up with a file. Cut one piece at a 45-degree angle and have it approximately 2 foot in length. Get a second piece, also cut at a 45-degree angle, only 18 inches in length. That'll be your front and back. Then cut 2 pieces, 18 inches long, at a 45-degree angle again, of 1 by 2 furring strips. The furring strips go on the sides. Your front goes on top. You then just screw in along the side, and then cut another piece, only needs to be about 6 to 8 inches long, with 2 45-degree angles, and that becomes your top. And voila, there is your bat house. Very simple. Then all you have to do is on the side of a barn or a house or on a pole or a tree that doesn't have many branches, go up about 12 to 15 foot up, get 1 lag bolt, put it right through the house, lag it into the tree or house, and there's your bat house. Face it south and leave it there all year. It may take quite a while, maybe a year or 2 before bats find it and utilize it as a home.